Hello everybody. I hope you guys enjoy this video. This is something I put together over the last 2 weeks almost. Just a couple different times driving the 70. For the most part, it's just the sound of it. I tried not to talk too much in it until towards the end. Just tell me what you think and enjoy the video. Taking this thing through a drive-through is fun. We're loud. about to see in this section of this video isn't my quickest shifts. Wasn't supposed to be my quickest shifts, and wasn't supposed to be turning a lot of RPM. We're still occasionally having issues with this clutch, and what I mean by that is I have finally, however, I figured it out. I know what it is now. Probably does need a new clutch disc, but first and second, you can get first, you can get second. It'll spin the tires. It won't slip the clutch. You get in the third, it can slip the clutch, and if you go in the fourth hard, it will slip the clutch. What it's doing, since this car had all the original pedals and stuff taken out of it years ago, because you know it was a wrecked parts car. People do that when they're parts, you know. The Z-bar and none of that stuff's the right. They're reproduction, but they're fucking junk. Reproduction Z-bars and all that stuff are junk. They're thin, they're not made right, especially if you have headers on a car. I made the Z-bar on my 67. I'd be able to run these headers on that car and not have a damn problem. But that's because of the way I did it. The way they did this Z-bar, it runs the clutch linkage really close to the header. So under a lot of twist, a lot of torque, or any kind of torque, it locks the clutch. It doesn't let it release all the way. And we finally figured that out, and I finally figured that out. And this little section of video, to me, proves it. You'll notice when I pull out and go through the gears that I let off of it a little bit in third and got back on it, and I let off of it all the way in fourth and got back on it. When I did that, they didn't slip. Most importantly, in fourth, before I did that, it was, and after I let off of it and got back on it, it wasn't. So that proves to me for sure that the Z-bar is locking into the header. So, you know, those are kind of problems you don't have with a show car. This isn't the show car. I have fun with the car, and that's something that, you know, that clutch pedal kit's not really, I don't really think it's made for. Imagine that. Somebody actually rednecks the 70s Chevelle Super Sport. You know, that stuff's not made for that. So anyway, here we go. All right. You know, those are problems that maybe certain people would have been able to avoid, but we could only find so much when it comes to original clutch pedals and Z-bars and all that stuff. And for the 70, I wasn't able to find anything. For my 67, I did buy the pedals, but I made everything else. The Z-bar, the clutch linkage, everything else. And it works so much better. Something I cobbled together with a stick welder and a hammer works so much better than a factory bought kit. And that's just the way it is. Probably the next video for that car will be an intake swap, finally, and kind of answer something. what we're doing right now, because summer's ending, fall's happening, you know, winter's going to be here before you know it. We're trying to get things running that haven't ran in a long time, and that's kind of the reason I made that video with that 73 Dodge. The Nova is also going to get a will it run video, but I gotta kind of come up with a couple parts for it first. But it's going to run this year, preferably before it's really cold outside. But you know, stay with me here, trying to get things together and everything. But anyway, that's it for the 70 for a little bit. I'll show you some more when I do more.